Peki Jushi Metodram Rira Lingji Nide Gambadi Sangye Jingdu Mite Uwai Rokun Namdak Jingla Chebar O Jetsun Lama Damba Kenam Ki Chöku Kala Kense Chödzindri Jizar Sambe Tuje Zinmala Zavye Chöki Chapa Atu Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamnitaya.
as Dharma king of the three realms, Lama Tsongkhapa, from the short Lamdram, the hymns of the experience, hymns of the Lama Tsongkhapa's experience of the path to enlightenment. Then, Tanjore Dinish. I got mixed with the Bodhisattva quotations. Tavetendi ishin nolela. Tenda nyeba tare tamshin. Nyeka jigla nange lo dangda. Kaza, etamasa, kaza. Nega jila nange lo dangda. Tsude san, jigden chawa kun. Bumba chawa shito toge ne. Ninjen kundu nyingu lemba ku. Lama Tsongkhapa wrote Nanju Darja Nyamlen Tetache Hasa Tandu Chejang Teshin Jangsa Los. So, yeah, so, Tave Tenti is in all though this, freedom, freedom we have this time received, not only received human body, precious human body, but we have received eight freedom and ten richness. The perfect human body to practice Dharma. Right? So, that this this perfect human body. So there's just a human body, the body which has freedoms to practice Dharma, so that judgment, which means perfect, includes freedom of tendencies. So, which is opportunity to practice Dharma. So this. So, see, how precious it is, how it is more precious than the wish-ground jewel. Oh, it was. Of course, somebody can't understand, can't difficult to ask that, to fit it to the mind. Then, of course, you can even think of old bonds. Bonds, during the early times, 1961 to 64. Those, I don't know what the evolution of drugs, exploration of drugs. The Buddha grass or the LSD and all this thing happened, and young people in the West start to take drugs, and then they get experience, because the mind traveling without body, or some mind exists without the body. So, can relate to some Ramba's book, the life story, travel. Astral trip or to Tibet or something, after he just had opened the eyes, third eyes of the, anyway, so opened big discovery. The mind can exist without body. So huge discovery, explosion, and society, mind is so closed, so tight. So, totally different world, like a lid so tight, that open, and mind is like that, and so far, 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 far away from Dharma. Probably a million miles away from Dharma, from understanding the mind and the reincarnation karma and all these basic things, very basic things about Dharma. So anyway, so I personally think of these things, maybe the Buddha's manifestation. So, but manifestation can be anything that helps the mind. That brings peace, that brings discovery. Can be anything that helps the person, those sentient beings. Yes, that looks can be strange, but it really helps to the mind, to bring deeper knowledge. See, without that, mind will stuck, can't open. So so lot of so much explosion happened, and drugs and all those things, and then coming to India, Nepal. So first, many people begin with Hindu, and then some doesn't take much time. Then you are come, to meet Buddhism. So many met some lamas. They attend their teachings, or Theravada, or some things. And so then some takes years, and they go to ashram, and so looking for new life, and new life, new happiness, kind of what they meant, got bored of the life in the West, and not necessarily everyone has taken drug. There are people who have never taken drugs, but many. So, one time, a couple in 1960, I think which year, we were in the old house. The Nepalese king previously died, built for the king's astrology, a British building, a British style building. All has the first small room. Lama there, Master Zengu. And that time, there were, when the Kathmandu was filled with the young people, the hippies. As I mentioned before, everywhere, every corner you go in Kathmandu, you see Western people piled, face, and everywhere you go, and like that, every corner you go, you meet, and it was an interesting time. So, I don't know, somebody gave us LSD, bread, I think. Not, I don't remember, not separate the LSD, but I think it's bread, with the bread. So that time, also Rosan Yesha's mother, Michael's mother, was one of the person, Zina's friend, right? Rosan Yesha's mother was around us, and then some people around that time. So, maybe, I don't know, around, yeah. So, somebody offered it one morning, I don't know, we didn't take it. I think Lama kept it at the altar, and what I remember is, no, we didn't take it. So, if we take it by now, we could, not Lama, but if we take it by now, become enlightened. Not Lama, but me, myself. Maybe different enlightenment. Exciting enlightenment. Maybe suffering enlightenment. I'm just joking, yeah. So anyway, what is it? What I'm doing that? Now I've forgotten. Well, I was doing that. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. That's so, is you know that, what's that? exalted, special than the Vishkan jewel, that this perfect image, but so special higher than Vishkan jewel, Tibet and the Ishnola. So, so you see, with this human body, through Dharma practice, through Dharma. So, meaning of Dharma, you can understand from gradual path or lower capable being, middle capable being, higher capable being. If you think the meaning of that, then you understand what Dharma. Dharma meaning holding, protecting, holding. Dharma is Sanskrit word, but meaning holding, protecting. Geshe Saba Rinpoche tell me that protecting from falling down, something like from falling down, then protecting. So, but if you think of the Lamrim, three Kivusumje Lamjirimba, the gradual part of the three capable beings, then you understand what means protection or holding, meaning of Dharma. So that, you see, there's one level, then another higher level, third level. So, first Dharma, so the protect from the attachment, or worldly concern attachment to this life, pleasure. So, then by only nature suffering, the shortcomings of that, and then, then you dispel the attachment to this life. The root of all the problems of this life, thousands, 10,000s of problems, like root of tree in bed. So they are able to renounce the attachment. And then starts real peace, happiness, real happiness from the heart. Real. Not just the suffering, exciting, not that happiness in the West. Obscuring, disturbing, obscuring, suffering, hallucination, exciting. Not that. That's what they hear. Real happiness, peace, satisfaction starts. So anyway, then protect, hold up from the Lord realm, hold up Dharma, so hold up, protect you from the Lord realms, and the most unbelievable suffering. So you see, so then it gives you Devahimage birth, pure land, So then practicing the gradual part of the middle capable, you would drink. So gradual part of middle capable, and then protect you. But that Dharma, that higher Dharma, only protect you from samsara, protect you from samsara, hold you to nerve, pull down samsara, to hold you, protect from samsara. Then you have to get this, the first one is Lord, suffering, what unbelievable. So that's amazing. we don't know, remember. So we don't know, we don't remember how much beginningless time we suffered. Don't remember. Very bad, very pity. So I'm not saying great pretty. I'm not saying that pretty. I'm saying pity. I'm not saying pretty, not remembering pretty. I'm not saying that. So, if we didn't practice Dharma well, if we didn't purify purification, then soon, in a day, in a minute, in a day, in an hour, going back. The spin is back. That's where it came from, Lord. Can't imagine. Unexplainable. Unexplainable. We don't know. The Dharma becomes really serious. Then you really think, well, life. About that. Then Dharma becomes so serious. Not just drawing some trips. Not just that. Very serious. So anyway, second, then protect you or hold you up from samsara. So, the japa, holding, or the Geshe say, protecting, holding, oceans of suffering, samsara, suffering with pain, changeable other suffering change, and previously become oceans of those. Most amazing then includes in the oceans of human being suffering, sura. So then you see achieve nirvana. Then dharma. That is the next one, third. Then you see, so from the Lord Nibbana, you see, renounce the self-chasing thought. Pray for Lord Nibbana, believes that peace for himself. Free from that, you don't fall under, protect from that. Then, the graduate about the high capability, beginning with bodhicitta, present part with the body, the mind part. Then there's 6 parameters, conduct, and that, so forth. So anyway, then give what we choose. Total cessation of obscuration and completion of all the realization. Sangye. Then the perfect so complete, perfect omniscience and compassion to sentient beings, to every sentient beings obscured, suffering, and even arhatas. So bodhisattvas, so a perfect power to benefit every sentient being. Then see, then only the function to free the sentient beings. Even during Bodhisattva's time, yes, only for sentient beings, even Bodhisattva's time. Since we generally bodhicitta renounce us and cherish others. So of course no question Buddha's time. benefit numberless sentient beings from, from oceans of samsara sufferings and bring to peerless happiness the state of omniscience. So, you see? Wow, 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 wow. It's easy to say, I can read not words, but wow, you know how that is. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Benefit to numberless. Because the numberless, even to guide one sentient being, is, unbelievable. But the numberless. Even to guide one sentient being, you have to reveal all kinds of method to, to step to bring enlightenment. So, numberless. So Dharma, so the greater part of the high capable being, Dharma, that Dharma, what it does to you, what you can do to others, numberless being, what you can help. The Lama Chen in Tibet, Guru understands. Oh, the Lama Chen. That's wow. So sorry, maybe it's time to stop. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, now, you see, and those who do not understand, you see, this is, basic, about Dharma, like that. Wow. You see, like that. So, then of course in the Tangta, you see, then you can, abandon the impure appearance, the impure concept. Then you see, even sees the ordinary, wind in mind, sees that. So, so so you see, so first Dharma, greater part of the Lord capable being, they practice morality, refugee, then practice morality, then get human, higher birth, human rebirth, doesn't get reborn Lord, get higher human rebirth, Deva human rebirth, pure and so on. So, what we can do, all the needs of this life, all the needs of this life, whatever you pray, but put it on the banner or on top of the house, and whatever you pray, mainly because you have good karma, unbelievable, good karma. And that's the condition. So whatever you pray, it happens. Needs of this life, the external. So, as I mentioned past time, diamond house, so, so whatever, airplanes, whatever you need, how many swimming pools you need, how many swimming pools, morning swimming pool, evening swimming pool, so other things, so you materialize, like Sababa and this. There's nothing there. You do this, then you're able to give watch and things. So they also the other person's good karma, too, and then. So anyway, like that. oh, that jewel, which kind of jewel? You know, whatever you pray of this need of this life, external need, materialize. But not just only one. Even mountains fill the whole sky. With that alone, can't stop, can't purify the negative karmas of the collected from beginning to birth, can't cause a lower realm, can't stop. And the higher birth can't do that. But with this human body, you can do that. You understand? But with this human body you have now, oh, that can do that. But this, which can do, fill the whole sky, like mountains, even fill the whole sky, can't. You know? So even you own that much, that doesn't help, doesn't benefit that. So now the second, you know, at least the basic practice, 3 heart trainings. Heart training, morality, concentration, wisdom. So then you achieve the liberation from oceans of samsara suffering. Then see nirvana, blissful state of peace. So, forever. So that which can do your own, all this even sky cannot achieve that. With this human body, practice, Dharma practice, then you can achieve this. You understand? So, so if your own full of sky, which can do nothing, can achieve that. So this human body, like that, how so unexpressible, how so precious, then the wish can, then the external wish can do. Like that. The third, then as mentioned before, you see, general compassion to the sentient beings. What is that? With this body. Let go self-changing thought. Inside mind apart. Also, what you can do, now what I explained before. So, pray from the Lord, even it's fully completed the realization, the sensation of that. You know, numberless, able to benefit numberless, without slightest mistake, without slightest mistakes, to the numberless sentient beings, freedom from samsara and bring the enlightenment. So that, wow, you know, so what you can do, you own whole sky, nothing. So, you know, cannot. But this human body, yes. You see, you understand? So, that much precious. Unbelievable, precious, this human body. Okay, so this is so, yeah. Of course, then, well, what's the matter since I'm talking this? So, yeah. You know, before I'm talking about 8 freedom traditions all together. Now, even each freedom, I'm not saying only, even with each freedom, you can do this. 3 meaning of Dharma. The gradual part of the lower cable, middle cable, high cable, what they do. With each freedom, with each teachings, you can do that. So, you can see, now, with each freedom, each teachings, wow, so precious, most precious. Then, outside to external wish grand jewel, the most precious one, than gold, diamond, or even what's known in the world precious, but more precious than that. Oh, even your own whole sky can't. But you have this human rebirth, or you have this 8 freedom transitions. With each one you can do that. Gradual part of the lower cable being, middle cable being, high cable being, the definition Dharma, was it? Oh, you can practice with each freedom, with each richness. So each one, unbelievable, most unbelievable, unexplainable, how precious it is. You understand? The body, the human body. All like that. So therefore, how dare we can waste this? So that's a matter. That's a matter. Then maybe continue tomorrow. And then just after what was no rooms. So therefore, how dare we waste this human birth without practicing bodhicitta. How dare we waste, to not achieve enlightenment and even to lower nirvana. Even you get lower nirvana, it's still waste. Not achieving enlightenment, all the qualities, then you are perfect guided, able to guide perfect, no slight mistakes, freedom from suffering or some oceans of suffering or samsara, then bring to full enlightenment. Wow. So it's a wasting, it's a huge, unbelievable loss. And then, so as I mentioned here, so this retreat, you got the book about motivation. Not the book. What's it called? The attitude. Huh? What's the title? Huh? So, the mind with the whatever you do, always with the bodhicitta. That every single action, what you do, not mentioned there, but there's some basic things. So apply with bodhicitta motivation. So at least even like that, relatively, always trying to benefit for always trying to think sentient being. So that's the one basic thing about this retreat, and train the mind in that, the motivation. So that's one thing. So it's practicing, think about the sentient beings, dedicating the life for sentient beings. Dedicating the life for sentient beings, living life for others. That's a very, very important retreat. Very important retreat. Then, I don't know, then Vipassana, or I don't know what it is. even walk meditation or even as I'm walking, or I'm, I'm walking, I'm making pee-pee, So anyway, what to say? I'm forgetting. Oh, so yeah. So that's very important. That to try to practice that. And so that's was one thing. So yeah. So then, of course, even not that, but you see, without practice, without right view, Tongpa Ni, Shunyata, without renunciation practice. Wow! Even though you can get higher birth, but you see, without renunciation of samsara, right view, then continuously, you are in samsara, endlessly you are in samsara. In the oceans of, in the mud, in the mud quagmire, you are dipped inside. It's like the Dharma teaching says, elephant got stuck in the mud quagmire, can't get out, So it's great wasting human life. Even you can get higher birth after death. You understand? Even you can do that. Still create so much wasting human birth. Unbelievable. Then now you don't do a first Dharma practice, the very first Dharma, the very basic, very first Dharma, giving freedom to yourself. But they have to understand, we West fight for freedom to get freedom to you, fight, demonstrate, them, so much TV, through, wow. So. But we have to understand, this is not freedom. This is not freedom to the attachment. This is not freedom to the ignorance. This is not freedom to the anger. The world fights. Most people fight for that, to get freedom for that. But here, freedom away from attachment, freedom away from anger, from freedom away from ignorance. You understand? There's totally different, this freedom, yeah. So anyway, so this first Dharma, the renunciation is like the giving freedom is establishing satisfaction, inner happiness in your life. Real happiness in your life. So because the first Dharma. So doesn't get practice. Doesn't afraid to practice, and run away from that. So impossible. Then one is run away in suffering. From the light to the darkness. It's a reality like that. And so then human rebirth, this human rebirth, no matter how much billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, then completely used to be just to create cause to be born in the unfortunate suffering realm, most unbelievable suffering realm. You know, you're involved in the karmic large port they were boiling the other to command. And then become a help. They become you become the helping fire. You know, to use this everything to be born Lord. Most unbelievable suffering. So just short, like last time, just short, and billionaire. So this something you know, lot of friends, lot of just short time gone. Just like that, dream, like lightning. As the Lama Tsongkhapa says, gone, stopped. That's it, gone. So without first Dharma. So anyway, okay, finished now. Very sorry. Another lunch, no lunch, dinner. Okay, so. Yeah.
Oh, Sajipuk. Sorry.
So then. Devil. Yeah. Yeah, so that's okay. Okay, so that's then need to take the so important the called Buddha teaching most precious sutta. Room. So then stop, yeah. Such a big judgment of the Yamada Sangash and the Metaboy to come, that's the Java Jaman. Okay, offering. Pray the numberless sentence, my mother kind numberless sentence from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment. They were message, they were make food offering, or the food in the kitchen. You are sovereign deity if you receive initiation. Or nectar, food, oceans, nectar. Numberless Buddha, at the Lama Chameri field or the smallest one, Guru, that is all the Dharma Sangha, all the statues, scriptures. So you offer everything exists in numberless universe, all of us. Lama Chanju semjo rinpo jema jeva na je 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 jeba nyam Kone Kondo Bewa Gava Diye Nidada Lama Sangye Chuje Nendowa Jija Mandoba Jeje Sala Gobara. Thank you. Finito? Finito?
Tup su chan shin jam gun gawe tam sing kyong pa we kun zo do po ze cho sun ko we lek mun tu drup pa da so du je gun du sha tan shu.